Dr. Toyos here. Why do so many people have dry eye disease now that didn't have it before? A couple of things that you can blame it on. One is diet. Our diet has changed drastically over the last 40 years. We have more processed foods, more foods that are inflammatory. That's why I wrote the book, The Toyos Dry Eye Diet. The other thing is blinking. So normally we blink 15 times per minute. When we're on a phone or a computer, which we're doing a lot more nowadays than we did before, our blink rate goes down to 4 blinks per minute. And the blink is important because every time we blink, we're actually expressing the glands and creating a tear. Also, when we're blinking, we're replenishing the cornea so that we're spreading this tear out in front of the cornea so we don't get dry spots in the cornea. The final thing is we now know that the blink actually lets our brain process what we looked at, whether it's what we're looking at in the phone or we're looking at in the environment. But I think there's something else going on here. Not only is that we're not blinking when we're doing these tasks, I think we're training our brain to not blink as much even when we're not doing that task. So the 15 blinks per minute, this is evolutionary, and just like anything else, if you train your brain to do something different, it will. So little by little, we're training ourselves not to blink as much even when we're not on our screens. So what I'm telling patients now is to do some forced blinks throughout the day. Depending on how severe your dry eye disease and how bad your blink rate is, every hour you can do 5 forced blinks. And what do I mean by that? Using your cheekbone to bring your lids together and get 5 blinks in there. One, when you do a forced blink like that, you're activating the trigeminal nerve to send nerve impulses to the brain so that the brain helps the glands create a tear. Second, you're actually bringing those lids together to pump out what's in the meibomian glands to help you create your tear. And then I think it processes and gives your brain a break so that you can process the information that you're looking at. The other thing that you can do to help that is blocking out the light, closing your eyes, and taking a minute or two, and instead of thinking the work that you've been doing, think of a vacation or what you're going to do later on today or a workout. Just get your brain off of the information and the task at hand so that you can relax the muscles of your eye so that you won't be so tired at the end of the day. Also, what that does is these dry spots that you create in the front part of your eye, because you have your eye open for such long periods of time, that replenishes that corneal tear film so that you don't get dry spots. So stop training your brain not to blink and train your brain to blink.